Ryan, we've now sunk our footage. We've even created proxies if we need to. Now, there's a thing called dailies. Can you explain, what are dailies and why do we have them?
Well, on a much larger project or a feature or television series where you have multiple shooting days, it is in the director's best interest to watch the footage that they shot that day for a variety of reasons. The benefits can be from staying intimate with the footage, confirming their gut instinct that they chose the right circle take. If they're thinking forward about the edit of that scene they shot that day, maybe they've picked up on a mistake and they can go back and reshoot something, or maybe they've realized they might need an insert shot or a pickup shot, just to stay ahead while you're in production so you can pick those missing items up rather than realizing in the edit you're missing something and then trying to go back, which is a big headache in a smaller production.
Right. So, obviously on a larger production, again, having more resources, this is something you can do. Whereas on a smaller production, especially if it's a short film and you're or a music video where it's a 1 or a 2 day shoot, likely you're not going to be able to watch them at the end of the day. Well, especially if it's a 1 day shoot, yeah, you'll watch them at the end of the day, but your shoot's over, right? So again, this is on a large scale. On the smaller scale, this is something you do when the project's done. You watch all of your footage and you make notes before passing it off to your editor. Now, this is kind of the same as what I mentioned in an earlier lesson about, making notes about which takes you liked as the filming is happening. If you can do both, great, but if not, maybe it's a very hectic day. Maybe you're wearing multiple hats, maybe you're the director, the producer, and you don't have time to make the notes on the day. But that's why watching your dailies and making notes before giving the footage to your editor is so important. And that's even if you are the editor. Again, it's great to watch these and make your notes before diving headfirst straight into the edit right away. Take a moment, breathe, watch your footage, and really see what you have to work with.
The dailies isn't meant just for you as the filmmaker. It is meant for, as many people as you would like to share that day's footage with, and I would recommend sharing it with everyone involved because they might pick up on something that you miss. The more eyes, the better. Your DP is going to be intimate with the color and the lighting of the show, and it gives them an opportunity to sort of remind themselves what yesterday's footage looked like so they can make sure they keep consistent with the next day.
So yeah, guys, dailies, a very important step in the process. So if it's something that you weren't aware of or it's something that you've been putting off to the side, highly recommend include this into your workflow.